So mote it be, and blessed be. I was hoping dearly and deeply to avoid the sounds of the drills and the machines, but they're there anyway, so we have to allow them into our spring equinox ceremony, because so mote it be. We have to accept it. It's part of it. I'm feeling really good right now. I've been chasing the fat flakes all day. Yesterday was the official spring equinox, but as you know, I was finishing the second half of the story slash part poetry about my favorite person. And that one was special to me, that I get all those thoughts out. But I wrote a brand new poem today for the spring equinox, and this awakening that we so need, that we should be putting very specific and hand-chosen primo selection molecules of what we want for this emergence and this upcoming newness. And you too must participate. These are getting wet. That's kind of beautiful. She was in yesterday, but we were a little far away from her. So she's the goddess, and I wanted to, include her and give her to you. Isn't she lovely in the snow? Yes, you know. So yeah, I'm bringing a bit of ceremony to you all, and I think a lot of my friends have learned, ooh, I want the twinkle lights on. Don't run away now, will you? Stay with me. It's day 80. It's a big deal. Oh, baby, it's day 80. Still with me, you're still with me, you're still with me.
What happened?
Still on camera.
Okay.
My mother is such an involved mother. Oh, it only gave us one twinkle light too. That's pretty silly. There we go. We've got 2. That makes it worth it. 2 twinkle lights makes it totally worth it. And now I'm screwing up that I wanted to show you my purple shoes, because purple is one of the colors of this awakening and emergence. I hope I haven't flashed too much. I'm being a bit of a heathen today, if you feel me. If you feel me, then you feel me. Maybe we'll pan out on the twinkle lights, because they're quite nice now. But yeah, happy spring equinox. I want to make sure I show these special treasures and then sort of get them protected. So I try to ease people into my ways, because they have a lot of miscommunications and misconceptions about what I feel and what I believe, based on Hollywood and extremism and division and pissing contests of theology and whose God can catch bigger fish, that kind of thing. And we all really can dance in a big giant circle. We just kind of forgot how. So I ease people into it. As I've said before, I have a lot of very religious friends, actually. Some very close friends who would consider me close friends, who are just your straight arrow of standard accepted religion. And we've had, 4-hour conversations in my car or longer, that showed them we're all stardust, and my intentions are pure, and it's okay, and you don't have to be afraid of me. But I've been called, the weird smelly witch and the weird girl, because I've got, the way the goddesses intended my body to be, hair and such like that. So I've been called weird and smelly and scary and a harpy and just, disillusionment of magic. Come on, get over it. Let it back in your hearts. It's okay. So I always try to explain to friends who feel differently than me or believe differently than me that a spell is only a prayer. It's like taking an object and giving it meaning and filling it with wonder and making it sacred. That's just a prayer in a tangible, it's there and you can touch it way. Deeming something worthy like this and whispering a wish to it or a hope for someone else. So anyway, I don't even want to touch some of these things. There's delicate broken robin's eggs. The snake skin I thought was very special. Oh, so I began explaining that part of spring equinox and the beliefs of mine that are not really scary at all, just twisted through that giant never-ending game of telephone, it's about making an altar. And that's really just a stack of prayers. That's all it is. It's just hoping, putting something that you wish for into the hope of an object, and appreciating the holiness of things and how a thing like this ever even came to be. How did this come to be? I mean, between you and me, really, what's going on here? And just the math and the structure and what does this word say? The happily, the happily of it all, the math and the structure and the happily, did you hear he fucked her? I don't know where that came from. Oh, the timing and structure. Did you hear? That just came out of nowhere as a rhyme. That's all it is rhyme. But that's okay. We can throw chaos into our holy and sacred descriptions. I don't mind. I like a little chaos mixed in. Moon phases. Just deeming. See, this is what makes me so mad. Is like pagans and such and witchy folk. We just deem everything meaningful on the earth. And yes, as I explained in my threefold theory of everything, good, middling, and shitty everything, yes, there are good, middling, and shitty witches too. I like to describe to people, like, think of Glenda also. Because people have warm fuzzies when they think of Glenda, or when they think of Harry Potter, or when they think of magic in a acceptable, chewable Hollywood tablet. But then they get mad about it in terms of the possibility of it being real or worthy of praise or celebration. And I think it is. So yeah, it's just like we witchy weirdos. We witchy weirdos. We go a marketing, we go a dancing, we do the same things that all you Anglo-Saxon folks do. Just been having so much fun the past few days, just making shit up straight off the top of my head. But we just look to the moon and we see a tune and a frequency and better than any Zoom meeting, a communication, oh, and this I had to show you. This is my phases of the moon, all about the time, the phases, the high praises for the circling of things. That's it. We love the unfolding, the Fibonacci sequence of it all. Trying to hold it in our hands and knowing that we can't, but we can still try. Yeah, magic folk, we is misunderstood. Ooh, see, one of my robin's eggs pieces just crumbled a little, and that's okay. That's like part of it. I just wanted you to see that there was a mirror at the bottom, because that made it kind of more meaningful. So, you always got to have a mirror, right? So I'm going to try to protect this, and I'm going to keep it over here under the dinosaur umbrella. Ooh, yeah. Should have worn some, like, witchy gloves, but it's okay. I'm enjoying myself. I'm actually having a lovely time. You just find a way to stay warm in it. So I tried to do justice of... Ooh, I slipped a little there. Did you catch me? It's okay. It's day 80. I don't care. I've been doing poetry every single day, and I'm proud of myself. Gosh, goddess darn it. So I'm trying to move quickly through some important ceremony, and it's hard to move quick on such things. Let's see if we can pull off the miracle of fire, shall we? Because I mentioned these 3. This is a very special Matchbox set too, with a goddess upon it. Goddess upon us. The goddess is upon us. Just give some props to the girls already. Shoot. I'm gonna see if I can make it work, guys. Or like cradle it if I want it to work, you know. Maybe I gotta turn this way. Hold up, hold up. Cradle it, cradle it, cradle it, cradle it, cradle it. Oh, come on. I think my wicks got wet, y'all. Let's see if we can break it and bring it under the thing. I'm kind of determined. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't give up on me, y'all. Don't give up on me so quickly. I'm still here. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Cradle it, cradle it, cradle it, cradle it. Nurture it, nurture it, nurture it, nurture it. Nurture it, nurture it, nurture it, nurture it. See, even if it goes out, guys, I'm really proud. Even if it decides to go out, I'm cool with it, because, like, That was exciting for me. Oh, to actually make it go for you. Cradle it, protect it, protect it. See, I'm trying to protect the matches and protect this at the same time. Ooh, it feels like just one single flicker makes your hand feel so warm. Isn't that a metaphor? Isn't that a lovely thing? Okay, we're going to put these over here so that maybe, just maybe, oh, see you guys, I am literally trying to complete too many tasks at the same time. It's not going to work, but hey, that counts. Getting one candle lit, like, absolutely totally counts. And maybe we'll give it one more take and one more try. But I'm here with you. Ooh, here's a dry spot. You guys, I'm innovative. I am so innovative. I feel proud of my innovations. I really do. There's a little spot here that's a secret spot that we can put our things which we want dry. See us witchy folk. Very inventive when we wish to be. I'm going to give it one more shot, guys. I believe in myself. I really do. I really do. Hold your horses. You're very intimate right now. Okay, okay. Nurture it, 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 cradle it, cradle it, cradle it. Ooh, ooh. It feels so good. It feels so good. Now we gotta protect the matches. Now we gotta protect the matches. This is a whole thing, you guys. This is like a whole thing. So we gotta get it in there for you so it at least counts, right? Ah! Now it's like a game to me. See, the game I'm trying to play. Stay, 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 stay. Nurture it, nurture it, nurture it. Oh, 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 oh. The game I'm trying to play. Nurture it, nurture it. Woo, this is fun, this is fun. It's exciting. Oh, it's so scary. The stakes are getting high now. It's okay, it's okay. We got two, we got two. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm multitasking, I'm multitasking. Oh, God. Oh, oh, oh. Keep it. Oh, ha, hey. Nurture it, nurture it, nurture it. Oh, my God, oh, my God. Turn my back for a minute. Oh, oh, oh. This is the game, this is the game, this is the game. These are the three colors, this is the game. Oh, 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 nurture it, nurture it. Look, I got all three, power of three. That was my goal, the ceremony. Woo, this is very exciting. We got them, all three. You see it. There's snow dropping right on it. And I'm still keeping it alive. Oh my God, this is so exciting. It really is, you guys. I feel like I've gone up a level or something. Can we get it for one more second? No, okay. So that was it. We got the power of three. The green remains lit the longest, surprising no one. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. It's still going. So let's see if we can get our other part of the ceremony. This one, is it not amazing? I couldn't find a purple candle, which is supposed to be one, but this drips all colors and it's from the 70s and it's in like a purple holder and this is still going. You're with it. We're with it. We're in the ceremony. So one spring equinox ceremony is, let's give you the, oh, see this flame is short, so I just keep having to prove to you that it's still going because I'm excited about it. Still happening. So you take a bit of sacred honey. You take a bit of sacred cream or milk, or any nut milk will do. Have a sip so you share the body with the body. Lick some for, fun, for hedonism. Wee! And respect each little granule of this as you would time, or people, or thoughts, or energy, or hopes, or prayers, or dreams. You can give it a bunch. It's just an offering. And you're going to kind of massage it. Give it a good little massage. Ooh, I meant to put lavender in it too. I'm upset with myself. Maybe I'll do like a crazed thing at the very end where I run in and grab the lavender. So we'll let this steep a moment. Maybe I'll be crazy and try to grab it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But we'll just let the energy of it steep. We're going to give it as an offering. And so as part of it, I'm going to take these flowers. You have one in our liquid offering from my hydrangea. Give it a little bit of smoke. Did you see it smoke? Let that steep. Still going, still going, still going. Yay! And there's one of our offerings sitting. This, if you'll remember the other video it was in, is my moon water. Been soaking in many a full moon. And we're just going to finger it a bit. Hedonism doesn't matter if some spills, that's an offering. And we're going to just grace our third eye, graciously and gracefully and humbly. Ooh, nurture it, nurture it, nurture it. Nurture it. Still going. Oh, but it went out. It's okay. See, I felt it. I felt that that was the moment for it. So these adorable, this is an egg cup, a Polish egg cup too, which we're going to get way more into eggs and Oster when we talk about, you know, the stolen celebrations of Easter and how it's not at all about what we think it's about. Just like St. Patrick's Day, and it's okay, don't be mad at me. Like I said, I didn't make these things up. I didn't borrow any of these stories and make my own little way of it. Other folks did. These are the pins of my sacred cape. I can resist anything except temptation. And then this beautiful lady who is a goddess in her own right. So, speaking of right, we'll just get right into it. I'm so glad I found this like dry little hidey hole. Oh, as an offering as well, there was a suggestion. You can be a little more loosey-goosey when you're in witchy realms. Ooh, I have some wishes in there. If one gets away, it's okay. Oh, it smells so good in there, you can't imagine. A suggestion is to float flowers in melted snow in your cauldron. But I have far too many... Woo! That's okay, that's a fun noise. I have far too many dry things in here, so I am just going to add a little snow for the element of it. Oh, yep, see, some wishes went to flying. It's okay, they're intended for someone. Yeah, we're gonna just put a little snow as a sprinkle in, and then our other flower offering, which just so happens to be, ooh, lusciously, that's sexy, lusciously dripping with snow. We're gonna put that as an offering in there, and just to open a portal. You know, we'll do a little of that. And maybe even see if we could get this going, because wouldn't that be a wonder? So that's just another little offering, and that's the thing. You can see, maybe you're starting to see, and maybe you're being judgy, but it's just a prayer. That's all it is. It's just a well wish for the universe. And can you use it for badness and madness? Sure you can, but you shouldn't. You're going to get it back tenfold in a bad way if you do that. So you surely shouldn't, but yeah, people just get all misinterpretational about these folk who really just want to poke around at the fabric of the universe in a good way. And I don't see why they get such a bad rap. Well, I guess I do, because it's easy to make villains of powerful women. Let that be on record. I said it plainly. It's easy to make a villain of a woman. Get it going, get it going. Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Something's happening. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We believe in miracles. We believe in miracles. We believe. Hold up, hold up. Thank you so much for joining me and indulging a little in like the ways that I do things. Can't get much of it going, but enough that it means something, right? A little Palo Santo, which always pulls some of my favorite energies in. It's actually making a lot for how little it's lit. Okay, that's how much we get, and that's plenty for me. I like it. The smell of it is, whoo, completely enchanting. Okay. So, I was just going to give you a bit of the Pagan Book of Days and to wrap it in cloth because it's very wet out here, as you can see. I've anointed our goddess woman with beautiful flowers from Shaw Island. They're from the Shaw Island and the San Juan Islands. My beautiful, beautiful mystical friend who's done great ceremonies in the mountains with me over delicious tea. She means so much to me. Anyway, she gave me those flowers, and that was like a gift together. The twig crown and the flowers to put on it. And just part of my altar, these things of the earth that have purpose and worth, right? That's all it means. Okay. So I thought I'd give you just a little bit from the past few days. 18th of March is St. Edward the Martyr Celtic Tree Month of Fern commences. The Anglo-Saxon monarch Edward, king and martyr, was assassinated on the orders of his stepmother in the year 979 CE. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know, honestly, what that means at all, in a school way, in a learned way. Perhaps as a part of a continuing tradition of the sacrificial king who must die for his people. Makes sense to me. 19th of March was Athena, Minerva, Eve, and Kinrifi, goddess month of Mora ends. The day before the equinox is one of the festivals of the Greek goddess Athena. In Roman times, this was the festival of the birth of the goddess Minerva, called Quintaris. Eyvind Kinrifi was one of Odin's martyrs. Their symbol is the Valknut, or knot of the slain, above. The knot of the slain! Why did words used to be so much more yummy? Like, what did we do to our language? I don't really get it. Anywho, I'm at such a weird angle. I'm going to come back up to myself. Word, twinkle lights. I need to be able to stand. There we go. Oh my gosh, we're standing now, kids. And I'm getting minimally cold, to be perfectly partially mortal with you. There's a bit of a chill going on. Then we come to yesterday, 20th of March, vernal equinox. Alban Elir Ostara, 5th station of the year. Iduna, goddess month of the Columbia, commences. Egyptian day. Today is also sacred to the Norse goddess Iduna, bearer of the magic apples of life, who personifies the light half of the year. She appears on this day as a sparrow, bringing joy to humans. Oh, it's so much juicier than just like, if you masturbate, you'll be punished. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. It's just so dang juicy and just imbued. It's more imbued with such more beautiful views. My dog is staring at me so sadly. I'm gonna have to get that lavender and bring him out for the end, because he's given me that look like he wants to be in. I was hiding this. It's my little special thing that I got at Fairy Worlds. Or did I get it at the medieval fair? Oh my gosh. Can't remember now. One of those nerdy things. I love being a nerd. I love being a dork. I really do. I think it was the medieval festival. Okay. 21st of March. That's today. Tea and Teffy. In Irish tradition, the holy city of Tara was founded on this day by the Milesian princess, Tea and Teffy. Never knew this. Now I want to dive into that beautiful, slippery slide of sloping stuff I don't know. 23rd of March, Summer Finding. This Norse festival acknowledges the light of the sun becoming more powerful than the darkness. Pictured at right are Thor, Odin, Heimdall, Sigyn, and Loki. Hot. There's gods stabbing each other. It's crazy. 24th of March, Britannia, Heimdall, Archangel Gabriel. Day of the guardian goddess of Albion, Great Britain. Britannia or Britannia, whose image appears on the British coins. Also the day of the guardian of heaven, Heimdall, or the Archangel Gabriel, left. A day of orderliness. Above is the rune of protection. There you go. Rune of protection. You want it? You got it. So that was fun. I'm going to give you my poem, and then we're going to wrap up with our little one for all the homies offering. Yes. Yeah, it's cold. Believe it or not. Oh, we're gonna have to like show you this. I feel like you can't see the snow enough properly, but we'll give it to you. We'll do a little adventure and just finish it out with an adventure. All right. So here is my poem, and it's mostly about yesterday, but hey, it all kind of blurs. That's a real word that just came out of my poetry mouth. Blurs together. It blurs together. You know. It is with you're in the snow. Our mouths cannot formulate so well. Thank you for joining me. Day 80. Good gravy. I'm so proud. I feel good about it. I really do. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and I hope you will continue to do so. So I will say a line of this or two is from, I think, a very deep and obscure documentary watched potentially as late as 3:30 in the morning, because I do that a lot, and then I get so into it and I write things down and I forget where it comes from. So if you know, my goodness, I would love for you to show me, because I don't know. But I know that this line, it burns, it's the first line. It burns itself hollow until but dust remains, and the stories in that dust which are without end. And I didn't write that part, but I can't tell you. I know it came from something good. I wish I could remember it. I really wish I could. So parts of this, I think potentially may have been in like a younger me journal, just a few lines of it, and maybe I read it to you, but I found this little chunk of it. Like, there's several pages, obviously, and only a very small part was from this older journal, but then I elaborated on like each little part and then added to it. So added, add, you got me. So let's give you a thing. Let's get our beautiful crystals in view, so they're like a part of the thing. There's no way I'm getting a low battery. I am so angry right now. There's literally no way. Okay, give me 5 seconds, y'all. Hey babe, I need you to bring, I'm still on camera, I need you to bring me my charger from my room, the plug. It's ridiculous, these phones. They own us all. But I was able to grab the lavender. I'm going to let it steep. So we have our mixture here. I just can't believe it, you guys. This phone was at 97%. Come on. Goddess bless us. What's with this mess of wires that owns us all? So you gotta, you must see how pretty this looks. I don't quite know how to show it to you without spilling it. Ooh, going on a wild ride. You can kind of see it. It's hard to show you. Here comes my hero. We're letting this good mixture soak. I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing the technology cords. Might want to call Gizmo. It's pretty cold out here. As my friend Midas called it, the mighty snake of power juice. It feeds its life force. So we gotta lose our light. It's okay. We need power more than we need light, I guess. It's all part of it. Goddess bless. Goddess bless it. Okay. Woo! Pay no mind to the fumbling witch behind the cape. Just look at the beautiful lavender. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have a sip of this cream lavender honey. Feels like it's gonna charge me up. Warm my little mitts here. Thanks for bearing with me. Always some little thing happening, right? Isn't it the way? Okay. Day 80, hooray! So, here we go. A poem that has been added and fabricated and fabulized. Some twinkle lights, why not show them? Okay. So, as I said, I tried to Google that line of dialogue, still couldn't find it. You think you can Google everything, but some things just go by the wayside of 3:30 in the morning, you know? Here we go. This poem is called Wet digress, ver Aequus nox. It burns itself hollow until but dust remains, and the stories in that dust which are without end. The soft world, unfurled and shook, yet oft overlooked, oft unsung. The ladder rungs were all balanced on. The trickle becomes such a surging crest, the crackling sultry coal secrets, the deep, wet digress. Attic hunting, nails you gouge your head upon. Here is new life, fawns gestate, to decorate as the long days return, the slow burn of our very existence and its untraceable pull, the softish spots on babies' skulls, the mother's humming that gently lulls them. Plant a country dream in me. Place in water the tulip stems, to stand with, fall in, wade to waste, just for the smallest taste. 3 witchy gusts. What is it you must face? The last gust, the strongest. We ready our altars as we attempt to prolong the days. And you could keep the fire alive always. Pass along the spark piece by piece, phase by phase, up high, heavy male release. The feminine deities cease to have a foothold. But mark this, they shall be saved. A piss-poor day for a parade, nostalgia boxed and monetized, enough that the sensitive ones cry and are sickened. The curling, growing stems shorten the lacy, lacy hems. The pace of all existence plays tricks as she quickens. Ooh, merciful, sticky finger lickin', picking out the pieces of the year we want to keep. They call it spring cleaning for the organized planners. Come into the soft shine, you seed planters and pumpkin handlers. The confident certain ones and the ever-questing ramblers, hungry for reason. Cling to the seasons, give your ache and agony up to the fire. Rappel upon a cliff wire. To the youth fountain, a bindle stuffed with desires, and flowers for a crown you will soon weave. The eternal make-believe. Force believe if you must. The sun sees and feeds graciously upon your trust and smiles. Don't matter how you lose me in the candy aisle, baby, just get on with it. I'll slip taffy and gummies in my pockets. Like etched Victorian lockets, we open the frosted windows of what we formerly thought we knew. Onward to the hidden, forbidden fruit and magic-filled cistern. On with lit-up floating lanterns, proclaiming there is no taming one so wild as I. As you laugh aloud, so shall you cry. Such tears evaporate into the smoky heavens of the human-named seasons. Many hidden reasons and riddles. There is nothing little about these forces. Can you see her, austere, bare-backed upon her summoned horses, charging forth with a force that does not even consider apology or head bowing? Allowing her to gallop past, however fast she comes, is the only way to hear the hum of her sacred messages. She blesses you how she sees fit. Embrace the powerful, undeniable split between what you intended, what you wanted, and the splendid uncertainty of what you'll get. Is a fixed point always set? Isis, Estoter, Adonis, a trio so heady. Ready your vessel of milk, Stir in thoughtfully your honey until silky. Sprinkle sugar as though each granule is a dream or plan you'll mix into your active, searching mind. It's one of only 2 points in time when mighty soul does his due east sleepy stretch and his due west diving set before every earthbound being. Whether they let in the Imperium or choose to forget that we are all connected by an invisible net, just like the equator is an unseen line we all accept, just as we agree to the circling notches we call time, the universe holds eternal potentia and potestas, and that's as real as it gets. Set your focus. It's not just hocus pocus. It's the minuscule division between spring butterflies and a swarm of locusts. It's the subtle change between a simple storm cloud rumble and an explosive shift of the earth's core. It's what prayer and spell work and summoning is for. It's the soul of the earth imploring you to listen more deeply. It's giving yourself completely to the circle you draw and the circle that surrounds us all. The thaw of the snow. The true magoi, magike that makes the seeds begin to grow. Know that the emergence is beautiful but equally strange and painful. Know that the thorn-like lessons may seem disdainful, but you are being given a ring of keys, as firm as they are unstable, both terrifying and mighty. Don't take it lightly, but dance to the inviting music of it all. Let yourself crumple and bend and leap and fall to the haphazard percussion of it. Prepare your candles for being ceremoniously lit. Find yellow or saffron, canary, sunflower, goldenrod, lemon, flax, or a citrine shade. Bathe the air with your wishes and invite the awakening of the sun. Find a green or emerald, virescent, chartreuse, grassy, or malachite candle to light in total awe of our home called Earth and her implacable worth of all we are. The far-felt circumterrestrial spinnings of our celestial trajectory, of our celestial trajectory, of our celestial trajectory, of our celestial trajectory, and baffling beginnings. Hear the fairy folk singing. Hear the fairy folk singing as you give all we oft take for granted, your praise. It isn't only meant for these highlighted days of celebratory shiny glaze. You can raise your voice and vibrations to make your own celebrations. Speaking of such intentions, lest I forget the third candle you should dig around for or get from that old unopened box. Find your purple candle, the shade of eggplant, heather, amethyst, mulberry, raisin, or phlox. This one concocts an encircling mist composed of a most potent gift, the dizzy but uplifting presence of spirit, the unknown, the untouchable, the zone we must always acknowledge. You cannot learn its bounds by going to college. The force of it polishes your roughness and softens your toughness. Kiss it. Tell it you miss it. Confess through its many open doorways. Its lessons are not Its lessons are not categorical, but instead presented in an array of undefinable spectrums. It takes your very dreams and projects them upon a screen for a captive audience, a riveted council of great prominence. They comprise a ballet of gorgeous, blended submission and dominance. Flickering light from an unseen projector booth, scooting you ever closer to your intended circumstance. How limiting these monotheistic guidelines when there's really entire committees for space and time, for laughter, for challenges, for lessons, for blessings, for sea changes, for romance. For chances taken and ignored, for the vile, for the pure, for the sicknesses, for the cures. We might all have a separate committee. Try to get to know yours. Close your eyes and imagine someone on a completely opposite shore, lighting 3 candles for the same type of worship as yours. Let their offerings and yours slip into a dance, enhance all senses by removing your internal fences of definitiveness. Remove your defenses of definition. Wink at the sun. Run your fingertips over your closed eyelids and know for as much as has been shown to you, there's still much more that's been hid. Melt the snow in your cauldron, float flowers atop, and leave off the lid. Rid yourself of old obstacles, take the heaping piles in front of you, and cull the pieces that will serve you. Bring awareness to your word use. Make a truce with your conflicts and all that seems put in place to trip you. Slip new goals in all your pockets to be found as the months roll along. Know that all the former versions of you are never really gone. Blow kisses to the unsettling darkness and the promising dawn. The incentive of precise answers was a gift forgone long, long ago. Never mind those heavy tones. There are so many seeds to sow. You make the choice to fade or to glow upon this globe. Greet the emergence of the sun barefoot in only a robe and sing a song of thanks to the coming night as your tea kettle heats upon the stove. We didn't know where we were going as we drove in a fog. We knew to be confusion, but chose instead to call confidence. We drove through illusion. We had the strongest notion to just give up making any sense. Yay! Hooray! It's so cold. You can't even know. If only you could see the cold of my fingers in a visual display. But I'm gonna finish up my little parade, my little self-made ceremony. Well, maybe I don't need to dirty this chalice. This is just melted snow. I'll just drink it. Can you see it? In my human mouth. I'll spit it in there. It's okay. You can put humanness into your spells. That's kind of part of it. Your prayers, whatever vocab you need to use to feel good about them. That's all good. So I'll just take you on a little wild ride here. We've given a lot of really good, clear intention to this space and traced our little wishes upon it. Ooh, speaking of tracing wishes, let's make a visual of that manifestation. There's my wishes. Traced them. Hope you can see it. It's just a heart. I just wanted you to see how beautifully it's snowing. Can you see? Oh, these are like the fattest and prettiest of... Wow. Oh. Ooh, it's pretty. It's cotton candy, guys. So yeah, we're gonna give this to the goji berry tree because it keeps trying to die and then come back to life. But you just, you give it to the earth. You give some to yourself. You let it drip down your chin like a heathen. You give it to what you're worth. and what this earth is worth. And look at those Mondo flakes. I gotta go inside after this because my hands are getting so cold. But when I was a little girl, I used to call the snowflakes Beetlejuice's cousins. I have no idea why. I think because they looked like ghosts, maybe. But that was teal vocab 101. Wow, these are like feathers falling down. But yeah, Beetlejuice's cousins coming into town for a visit. It's been a while. It's, wow, I've seen fluffs like this. It's so magical. I just wish I could stay in it without being so cold. Wow. Well, thanks for sharing it with me. It sure was magical day 80. I really feel grateful and elady. Oh, there you go. There's the twinkle lights. And oh, the fattest, lightest, fluffiest cotton candy gifts. It really feels like a potently magical experience. Gotta tell ya. I gotta let it be, 'cause my fingertips are only part human after all. They're very cold. Thanks for joining me for a bold one and a brave one, and saying what's true to me. And many truths can live harmoniously, I think. So wink to the sun, like I said, and join me for some more fun on day 81. And I think I'm gonna put on some cozy clothes and come be a 7-year-old out here, because it feels like a pretty clear message to do that. And there's a siren going. That's hard. It's all part of it. It's a rhythm. It's a given. Blessed be.